Thousands of fishermen in Nigeria's oil-rich Niger Delta region are pursuing legal claims against the fossil fuels giant Shell in the United Kingdom due to massive oil pollution in their communities back home in Nigeria. The 13,000 fishermen from the Ogale and the Bille communities have been involved in a long, drawn-out legal battle to get Shell to face trial in the UK over an oil spillage that's been blamed on its subsidiary in Nigeria. A court in the United Kingdom says a case can go ahead, and that's paving the way for the commencement of a trial at a later date. Here's CGTN's Deji Bademosi with the details.
It's the climax of a lengthy legal battle to hold Shell to account for an oil spill which ravaged the Ogale and Bille communities over a decade ago. Locals say the impact of that spill continues to be felt even today. The matter has dragged on since 2015, and in 2021, the UK Supreme Court ruled that a case can actually be brought against Shell for the action of its Nigerian subsidiary, Shell Petroleum Development Company SPDC, which is accused by the communities of being directly responsible for the spillage. A UK court has now ruled that the case has merit and can go ahead.
One of the significant points of that judgment is the fact that the right to clean environment is a fundamental right under the Nigerian Constitution and the African Charter and cannot be limited by statute of limitation. So the UK court has cleared that. And the significance of that is that there's going to be a floodgate of such cases against oil companies operating in Niger Delta that have headquarters in the UK.
Shell has for long faced many cases filed by groups and communities seeking compensation over oil spills blamed on its drilling activities in the Niger Delta region. In 2015, its Nigerian subsidiary announced a £55 million settlement agreement with the Bodo community for 2 oil spills that took place in 2008. This remains the largest out-of-court settlement relating to oil spills in Nigeria to date. In 2021, Shell also lost a Dutch case over oil spills in the West African nation. It eventually paid out €15 million as compensation to those affected by the spills. But in May this year, the oil giant won a UK Supreme Court case relating to an oil spill in 2011 off the Nigerian coast. The Apex Court ruled that the claimants brought the case to court too late. Whether that ruling would have a bearing on the current legal proceeding against Shell if it gets to the Supreme Court remains to be seen.
I think the court will take a different approach now. No matter how late the matter is coming, the court is going to look at the impact on the environment, the impact on the people, vis-a-vis poverty, diseases, and also the need to protect people's source of livelihood.
It's not that we wish Shell to suffer these losses, but it's important to note that this is an issue that has lingered for many years, and in spite of the various attempts by well-meaning civil society organizations like ours to engage with Shell and to get them to see what the right thing is and to do it in such a way that both themselves and the local communities will benefit from the oil and gas industry in Nigeria, Shell has been adamant and very recalcitrant and has not bothered to do much.
Shell has always maintained that oil spills in the Niger Delta region of Nigeria have mainly been the result of massive oil theft and sabotage of oil facilities. All eyes are now on the legal proceeding unfolding in the UK, where the courts are expected to give the way forward. Deji Bademosi, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.